So today, we're in our first cup final as a manager, and we're in Örgryte's first cup final in 25 years, which they won last time. If we win today, we're in Europe. And I still can't believe I'm actually able to say that with a straight face. But there we go. We're going to be in Europe. If we win today, we just need to make sure we don't lose a second tier side, especially when we're doing so well in the league. Let's talk about the league, shall we? Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I'm JLAB and this is Football Manager 2022. The master we build a save with Örgryte, and we're in our first cup final today. We've played 2 games since we last met, so first and foremost, let's talk about those 2 games we've had because they've been rather useful. So the first game we had was against Örgryte, and we took the lead very late on in the 82nd minute of the game after Mr. finds Josefsson. Yes, Jacob Josefsson, showing why I have put faith in him this year by scoring again. It was late on, it was enough to get us all 3 points, and I couldn't be any happier, especially after we won the last game to go quite close to the top 3. And then we had our latest game. We took on Djurgården, and inside 40 minutes we were 1 up against Ackerman, the team that knocked us out of the Svenska Cupen last year. We went to their ground this year and absolutely bullied them. There's statistics getting his first ever goal for the club to make it 2-0 inside 34 minutes. Before we scored the third in the 46th minute, Ackerman again getting on the end of a set piece and scoring with a header. We beat Djurgården 3-0, and I can't quite believe just how well we did in this game. It shouldn't feel possible, but it did happen. So, we're looking good, we're looking strong. Those are the only 2 games we've had since we last met because we've now got the cup final to talk about. And bizarrely, we're now in 2nd place, 4 points clear of Djurgården, who we just beat last time out. We beat Degerfors 5-0. So the 2 teams below us, we've beaten a combined score of 8-0. We've also got the best goal difference now because Malmo have started to drop picking up points. They beat Kalmar last time out, but the game before that, they were held by Degerfors 0-0. And the game before that, they were beaten. And they were beaten by Sundsvall of all teams. Sundsvall beat Malmo last time out. I can't believe I'm saying it, but there we go. The shocks can happen, it seems that way. Still, Malmo are looking like the favourites for the title. We could be in 2nd place. And I don't think we get anything for 2nd place, to my knowledge. But it's bizarre that I can actually say that we could potentially be looking at a 2nd place finish. I think it's just the title and then European football afterwards. It looks like that way. Yeah, it seems that way. Malmo aren't even in Europe this year, so they've got a lot of things to work on, it feels like. But yeah, Malmo are in Europe, and then AIK and Hammarby were the top 2 afterwards. Hammarby, I can't believe Sirius still won that title. It's so weird. Going from 9th to the champions. Well, Malmo are going from 1st to 5th. That's the anomaly season. Now we're in here, and as a newly promoted side, we're in 2nd place, so maybe I can't even talk. We've even got the joint best defense. We've got the best attack and a joint best defense. That's surely a sign of good things to come, right? Especially when you now look at the fact that we're in this final against a 2nd tier side who admittedly we didn't beat last year in any game, but we know we can score against the big teams. We've strengthened massively since then, and I'm going to go through and see where they're predicted to finish in the league this season. Because we're only supposed to be in 9th place, yet we're doing really well. Our opponents are only expected to be in 5th place, and they are currently top. So, the current champions of that division versus the team that's currently leading the championship. And don't forget, that was a team that, for most of last year, were in the fight, or at least around that fight, for the title, and then just fell away. So, hopefully, for their sake, they continue to do quite well. Still, we are going to take on the team today. I'm not going to change a single thing tactically apart from the opposition instructions. And my starting lineup has already been set up for me. So let's go over the players. We got 16 Mullin, Oscar Burr, Milan Mesarovic, Sangri, Granfisk, Versatisic, Ackerman, Björkqvist, Lutovec, Sadakovic, and Bentel. On the bench, you got Mostala Petaluga, Gustafsson, Sigurdsson, Nasser, Paulsen, Miskovic, and Josefsson. Soderstrom is injured. He's out for 8 days to 2 weeks. But Ladvik, the man I generally thought we could use to be our main defender, is out because he suffered strained knee ligaments in training a few weeks ago and is out for another 8 days to 4 weeks. So a massive loss for us in that regard. Still, other than that, it's a full-strength team. I know we can win this game. It's now just a matter of actually doing it. And I want to see us lift this trophy. And I want to win this trophy in style because I know we can beat this team. I mean, if we lose this final now, it would be slightly embarrassing because this is the best opportunity I'm probably going to get all season, all in-game round. I don't think I'm going to get a better chance than this to win this cup. I really don't see it happening. But still, let's get our first major piece of silverware. Other than the fact that we've already got the lower 3 tiers. But yes, let's win our first major trophy domestically and say we've got this team back to where they should be. Fighting for trophies and being in a title fight every year. So yes, we are missing it at their ground, so they might have the home advantage, but we deserve to be here. We've beaten some of the best teams in this division in the country. Mal were knocked out of their group. I think this was the team that actually knocked them out, to be honest with you, so they are dangerous in that regard. But again, we are a strong team. We've both got the same formation. They cancelled us out twice last year, but this year, we've got a much stronger team. We should be winning this trophy. We really should be. Okay, first out of the game. And Johansson plays back to the goalkeeper, Ferguson, and we've knocked on... What? Holtvik on the ball. Holtvik, Saber, the goalkeeper. They've had the first chance of the game. I know it's at their ground, and we drew here 0-0 last year, and we beat them 2-1. We drew 2-2 at our ground last year, but they've had the first highlight of the game, and I can't believe it. So here we are now. They've got another highlight, and Reynolds on the ball. I've not changed a single thing because I know how we can win, and I'm a little surprised, but this is actually a problem right now. But Waltz, Raymonds, Tonio, Johansson. Can we get this ball back, please? They're beating us their own game right now, and I can't believe it. This is my strongest lineup I can really put out apart from Glevik, and we've been made to struggle to get possession. What is this up with this? Am I going to have to tell them off in a second? I might... Oh, okay, that should be for us. That's the first time I've seen us have the ball, it looks like. But Websterson, Ackerman, Bentel on the ball, showing what he can do. Zakovic, Bentel! Yes! 1-0! It's our first shot of the game. It came from a counter-attack. And, oh my days, we needed this. I must confess, I was starting to get nervous when I saw him had the ball all the time. But this ball from Zakovic, the defender's absolutely done. He's completely helpless. And Bentel has just got to beat the keeper. And he does. 1-0. 1-0 at half-time. And I'm going to be honest with you. Despite that highlight, I don't feel comfortable right now. I feel like we can still mess this up. There's been an extra 1 goal, and we've got that goal. We've had the bad chances, but we still need to make sure they don't get any more chances. If we can shut them out for the rest of the game, we're fine. If they have more chances, I'm not going to be happy about it. I really aren't. Okay, it might not be the most exciting fun in the world. We had no highlights, but we are the Svenska Cupen champions. We've won it for the very first time. And oh my god, I can't believe it's been this quick. I genuinely thought it would take longer than this, but we are the cup champions. Ladies and gentlemen, can you believe it? I can't, but are you excited like I am? I hope you are. We're in Europe next year. We have just won the Swedish Cup Championship. And oh my god. Well, this is awkward. I can't see the players. I've never had this problem before. Well, there we go, it's changed now. But we've won our first major piece of silverware. The stands are too small. We missed a lot of the celebration. I can't believe it. But we got to see the trophy lift. And I am happy either way. Still, though, we're in Europe. We've actually won a trophy. And the second tier last year, the Swedish Cup this year. And to be fair, this was only good. It's only happened because we got to the group stage last season. So, happy days, eh? Cup. You know, it's sad that this is actually my first actual domestic cup trophy this year, despite winning 3 league titles with Charleroi in my other series. This is my first cup trophy in this FN this year. It really is. I cannot believe it. Oh, but I'm very pleased to win trophies. It's nice to win trophies and please everyone involved. Oh man, that took a lot longer than I thought it would do to get a trophy again. But there we go. We've won the Svenska Cup. I've never been in Sweden. I've won almost everything now, apart from the top flight. And we're 4 points away from Malmo for that opportunity. There's no way we can win the top flight in a year after we got promoted, right? There's no possible way that can happen. Yes, we win the cup trophy, and yeah, we've done really well, haven't we? Bentel got 10 goals. Let me just say that again. Goodwin Bentel got 10 goals in the cup. That might be a record, because look, 10 goals in the competition. Is that a record? It is. He's got his own record now. He's got 10 goals in this competition. I can't believe it. And this is all 22 players who managed to get a medal because they played at least one game at one point. And the fact that Petaluka actually plays well and Walter's got a trophy medal as well is useful. But yeah, everyone who played at least one game from the bench or not gets a medal. And I'm so happy for the players that actually get something from this. And yeah, it's our first major trophy since 2000. They're very happy with the fact we've done it. And I am thinking that we are still really good. And it's exciting to say the least. The fact it's our first one since 2000 is incredible. When he got paid $4,000 for that, I can't believe it. We just paid out $2,000 for it as well. But there we go. This is what I'm looking for. We've qualified for the 2025 Europa Conference League and will enter in the second qualifying round. So suddenly, it's not showing it yet, but suddenly we'll be in here playing in Europe. And I think that's what we'll be going back to when we come back to doing it. But yeah, with not the overachievers, our oppositions were, because they literally got to the final as a second tier side. Your Gardens got knocked down the group stage, as did a lot of the top flight teams. And two of our players got bonuses for winning the cup. We just paid out $8,000 for that. What's that do to the finances actually? 1.8 million. Alright, it's not bad. Not the end of the world. I'll do this press conference and see a little bit if we get any more goodies. Like, we'll find out if we're going to be going further in the future. But yeah, we're in Europe. We're actually in Europe. Arsenal just won the Europa Conference League a year after Southampton did. But we're actually going to be in Europe. I can't believe I'm able to say that with a straight face. Like, how do I find a reputation of this competition? I need to ask that question. How do I find this out? Oh, here we go. I found it. Okay, so we found a lot of things. So the Champions League, which is one by United. That feels like a problem. I definitely can't take over at the moment because of it. So Europa Conference League, where are you in this? Nations League's a freestyle competition apparently. Alright, so the Europa Conference League is actually low reputation than the Coupe de France of all things, which I'm a little bummed out about, I'm not gonna lie. But, I don't know. It's nice to be able to say we're in a major competition. It really does feel like a good thing. It's even lower than the Scottish Cup. Are you serious? The Scottish Cup is apparently a high reputation than the Europa Conference League. I don't know about that one. I really don't. So I'm looking at this. This is last year's competition that just happened. The second qualifying round for the league. I think it's the league, right? It's not the Champions one, so I know that for certain. But what we're going to find out, I think, is we're going to find out the draw on the 18th. We'll be back for the Cup, which should be the 27th or something like that, like the first leg or two. If we get there, I don't know if we will or not, but I don't know. It should be interesting to see what happens. The transfer window also starts at that point as well. It will be around the second half of the season starting, so actually it's a good time to come back for. So what we're going to do is end this here. We won't find out the draw until the 18th. We won't play the game until July, so we have a bit of a gap between to come back to for next time out. But I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. I hope you guys will like and share this video and that you subscribe to the channel. It really does help me a lot. Do you think we can win any games in Europe this year? Or do you think we should just focus on the league and not expect anything at all in Europe? I want to hear your thoughts and opinions on that down below. But either way, until next time, goodbye and well, good night.